Let me tell you, my brother David almost died at 58 years old. His blood pressure was 195, wow, 140. He was on 3 different medications. His doctor told him, if we can't get this under control, you're looking at a stroke within the year. David was terrified. He had 2 grandchildren he'd never gotten to hold. He thought his time was running out. Then our grandmother, God rest her soul, told him about something she'd been making for 60 years. 3 ingredients, mixed together in a jar, 1 tablespoon every morning. Your grandfather's blood pressure was sky high, she said. This brought it down, kept him alive until he was 87. David was desperate enough to try anything. Within 6 weeks, his blood pressure dropped to 145/90. Within 3 months, 130/80. His doctor couldn't believe it, started reducing his medications one by one. Today, I'm going to show you the exact recipe my grandmother used, this ancient remedy that people have been making for thousands of years. Apple cider vinegar, garlic, and honey. 3 simple ingredients that together become something remarkable. But here's what you need to know up front. This is not a cancer cure. It's not a miracle that will fix everything overnight. Anyone selling you that story is lying. What this is a powerful natural remedy that can support your heart health, boost your immune system, and help your body function the way it's supposed to. If you or someone you love is struggling with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or constant infections, if you're tired of being on 6 different medications, type, I need this in the comments. Share this with anyone who needs hope. Stay with me, because the way you prepare this mixture matters more than you think, and most people get it completely wrong. When David started taking this mixture, he was on 3 blood pressure medications, a diuretic, a beta blocker, and an ACE inhibitor. His blood pressure was still dangerously high at 195/140. His doctor had told him, we're running out of options. If this doesn't work, we'll need to consider more aggressive treatments. David was 58, overweight, stressed from his job, and terrified he wouldn't live to see 60. Week 1, David took 1 tablespoon every morning on an empty stomach. He said it tasted terrible, like drinking vinegar straight, but he chased it with water and got used to it. His blood pressure was still around 190/35. No noticeable change yet. Week 2, he started feeling slightly better in the mornings, more energy, less sluggish. Blood pressure, 185/130. A small drop, but something. Week 3, 4. This is when things started shifting. David's blood pressure dropped to 170/120. Still high, but trending in the right direction. His doctor was cautiously optimistic. Week 6. David's blood pressure hit 155/95. His doctor said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I'm going to reduce one of your medications. They eliminated the diuretic. Week 8. Blood pressure stabilized at 145/90. David was down to 2 medications. He'd also lost 8 pounds without trying. He just felt less hungry, less driven to snack. Month 3. This is when the real breakthrough happened. David's blood pressure was consistently 130/80, normal, controlled. His doctor was stunned. In 30 years of practice, his doctor said, I've rarely seen someone your age bring their blood pressure down this dramatically without increasing medications. You've done the opposite. You're on less medication with better results. They eliminated the beta blocker. David was down to 1 medication. Month 6. David's blood pressure remained stable at 125/130 systolic, 75/185 diastolic. Perfect. His doctor agreed to eliminate the final medication, keeping it as needed if numbers crept up. They never did. Before I give you the recipe, let me tell you what this actually is. This mixture has a name, oxymel. It's been used for over 2,000 years by ancient Greeks, Romans, and healers across every culture. The word literally means acid and honey. People throughout history used it for snake bites, though that clearly didn't work. Fevers and colds, digestive problems, respiratory issues, general wellness. Now some of those ancient claims have been disproven by science. But here's what's remarkable. The core benefits are real. Modern research has confirmed that this combination supports cardiovascular health, immune function, and metabolic wellness in ways our ancestors understood intuitively. The question isn't whether it works. The question is, what can it actually do and what are the limits? Let me be crystal clear about something right now. You've probably seen videos or posts claiming this mixture cures cancer. Some even say it cures asthma, arthritis, infertility, and every disease under the sun. That is dangerously false. Here's where that myth comes from. In the early 1900s, a scientist named Otto Warburg won the Nobel Prize for discovering that cancer cells produce lactic acid as they grow. He theorized that cancer might be linked to high acidity and low oxygen in the body. Some people jumped to the conclusion, if we make the body less acidic, we can kill cancer. Then apple cider vinegar got labeled as alkalizing, meaning it supposedly reduces body acidity. So people started claiming it treats cancer. Here's the truth, your body maintains blood pH between 7.35 and 7.45 no matter what you eat or drink. Your lungs and kidneys regulate this so precisely that nothing you consume, not ACV, not alkaline water, not anything, significantly changes your blood pH. If your blood pH actually changed dramatically, you'd be in the emergency room. It would be a medical crisis, not a health benefit. Apple cider vinegar, garlic, and honey do not cure cancer. They do not treat cancer. If you have cancer, you need oncologists, real medicine, and evidence-based treatment. What this mixture can do, and what's still remarkable, is support your overall health in measurable, meaningful ways. Let me show you. This isn't snake oil. This is legitimate nutritional support backed by real science. Here's what this mixture can help with. 1. Cardiovascular health lowers blood pressure by helping blood vessels relax and widen, reduces LDL, bad cholesterol, prevents cholesterol oxidation, which hardens arteries, improves overall heart function, boosts your body's natural defense mechanisms, reduces the frequency and severity of colds and infections, provides antimicrobial protection, improves insulin sensitivity, slows glucose absorption after meals, helps stabilize blood sugar levels, reduces chronic inflammation throughout the body, helps with joint pain and stiffness, supports faster recovery from physical stress, supports healthy gut bacteria, aids digestion and nutrient absorption, can help with bloating and indigestion. These aren't miracle cures. They're real, measurable improvements in how your body functions, and for many people, like my brother David, these improvements can be life-changing. Here's exactly how my grandmother made it, and how you should make it too. Ingredients: 1 cup organic apple cider vinegar, unfiltered, with the mother. 1 cup raw, natural honey, not processed or heated. 10 fresh garlic cloves, organic if possible. Peel the garlic cloves, remove all the papery skin, but keep the cloves whole. Don't chop or crush them yet. Mix everything in a glass jar. Put the whole garlic cloves, honey, and vinegar into a clean glass jar with a tight sealing lid. Mason jars work perfectly. Seal tightly and let it sit. Close the jar and let it sit at room temperature for 3 to 5 days. The garlic will infuse into the honey-vinegar mixture, creating a potent tonic. Store in a cold, dark place. After the initial infusion, you can store it in the refrigerator. It will keep for months. Take 1 tablespoon every morning on an empty stomach. You can follow it with water or tea if the taste is too strong, but wait 15 minutes before eating breakfast. Important notes: always use a non-metal spoon, wood or plastic. Because metal can react with the vinegar, shake the jar gently before each use. If you find the taste too intense, you can dilute that tablespoon in a small glass of warm water. That's it. Simple, effective, the way it's been done for centuries. Now let me explain exactly what each ingredient brings to this powerful combination. Apple cider vinegar is made by fermenting crushed apples with yeast and bacteria. The main active compound is acetic acid, which gives it that sharp, sour taste. What ACV does for your health: helps lower blood pressure by improving blood vessel function, reduces triglycerides, blood fats, may help prevent cholesterol buildup in arteries, slows the rate at which food leaves your stomach, called gastric emptying, improves insulin sensitivity, so your cells respond better to insulin, can lower post-meal blood sugar spikes by 20 to 30%, kills harmful bacteria, has been shown to inhibit E. coli and other pathogens, supports a healthy balance of gut bacteria, stimulates digestive enzyme production, can help with acid reflux by improving stomach acid balance, supports nutrient absorption. Critical detail: you must use organic, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother, those cloudy strands floating in the bottle. That's where the beneficial bacteria and enzymes live. Brands like Bragg's or similar are ideal. Filtered clear ACV has been pasteurized, which kills the beneficial compounds. Don't waste your money on it. Garlic has been called nature's antibiotic for good reason. This pungent bulb has been used medicinally for over 5,000 years. What makes garlic so powerful? When you crush or chop garlic, it releases a compound called allicin, a sulfur-containing molecule that's responsible for most of garlic's health benefits. Cardiovascular benefits. Lowers blood pressure. Multiple studies show garlic can reduce blood pressure by 8–10%. Comparable to some medications, reduces cholesterol, specifically lowers LDL, bad cholesterol by 10–15%, prevents arterial plaque, stops cholesterol from oxidizing and sticking to artery walls, improves blood flow, helps blood vessels relax and widen, immune system support, stimulates white blood cells to fight infection, has direct antimicrobial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. Regular garlic consumption can reduce the frequency of colds by up to 60%. Anti-inflammatory effects. Contains compounds that reduce chronic inflammation, helps with joint pain and stiffness, supports faster recovery from illness or injury. Antioxidant protection. Fights oxidative stress that damages cells, protects against age-related cognitive decline, may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. Important note, in this recipe, you're using whole garlic cloves. They'll infuse their compounds into the honey vinegar mixture over time. Don't worry if you're not a fan of eating raw garlic. The flavor mellows considerably in this preparation. I know some of you are thinking, this sounds too simple. How can 3 common ingredients do all this? Here's what you need to understand. Your body doesn't need exotic superfoods from the Amazon rainforest. It needs consistent, targeted nutritional support from compounds that have been proven over thousands of years. Garlic, honey, and vinegar aren't trendy. They're not marketed by supplement companies with million-dollar advertising budgets. They're just real, effective, ancient wisdom validated by modern science. My brother David didn't believe it either until his blood pressure numbers proved him wrong. Let me tell you about the 3rd ingredient, and then I'll show you exactly how they work together. Honey is far more than a natural sweetener. It's one of the oldest medicinal substances known to humanity. What makes honey therapeutic? Antioxidant properties, contains flavonoids and phenolic acids that fight free radicals, protects cells from oxidative damage, reduces inflammation throughout the body, may lower the risk of heart disease and certain cancers. Antimicrobial power, has a unique chemical composition that prevents bacterial growth. Low water content and acidic pH create an inhospitable environment for microbes, produces small amounts of hydrogen peroxide, which has antimicrobial effects, has been used for thousands of years to treat wounds and infections, respiratory and throat health. Coats and soothes irritated throat tissue, reduces cough frequency and severity, helps thin mucus, making it easier to expel. Clinical studies show honey is as effective as some cough medications. Energy and metabolism, provides the natural sugars that are absorbed more slowly than refined sugar, supports liver function and glycogen storage, can improve athletic performance and recovery. Digestive support, contains prebiotics that feed beneficial gut bacteria, has been used traditionally for ulcers and digestive discomfort, may help with symptoms of acid reflux. Critical detail, you must use raw, unprocessed honey. Commercial honey that's been heated and filtered loses most of its beneficial enzymes and compounds. Look for local raw honey at farmers markets, health food stores, or online. The darker the honey, generally the more antioxidants it contains. Buckwheat honey, for example, is particularly potent. Here's the beautiful part. These 3 ingredients don't just work individually, they amplify each other's effects. Garlic provides cardiovascular protection, immune support, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Apple cider vinegar improves blood sugar control, supports digestion, and enhances the bioavailability of other nutrients. Honey delivers antioxidants, antimicrobial protection, and makes the mixture palatable while providing its own metabolic benefits. Together, they create a compound effect that's more powerful than any ingredient alone. The specific synergies. Honey preserves allicin. The sulfur compounds in garlic, especially allicin, are volatile and break down quickly. Honey's antimicrobial environment helps preserve these compounds longer. Vinegar enhances absorption. The acetic acid in ACV can improve the absorption of nutrients and active compounds from both garlic and honey. Combined cardiovascular protection. Each ingredient lowers blood pressure through different mechanisms. Garlic relaxes blood vessels. ACV improves insulin sensitivity, which affects blood pressure. And honey reduces oxidative stress. Together, they provide multi-pathway protection. Immune system amplification. Garlic stimulates white blood cells, honey provides antimicrobial defense, and ACV supports gut health, where 70% of your immune system lives. This three-pronged approach creates robust immune support. This isn't just three ingredients mixed together. It's a carefully balanced formula that's been refined over thousands of years of human use. Let me tell you the rest of my brother's story. When David started taking this mixture, he was on 3 blood pressure medications, a diuretic, a beta blocker, and an ACE inhibitor. His blood pressure was still dangerously high at 195/140. His doctor had told him, "We're running out of options. If this doesn't work, we'll need to consider more aggressive treatments." David was 58, overweight, stressed from his job, and terrified he wouldn't live to see 60. Week 1, David took 1 tablespoon every morning on an empty stomach. He said it tasted terrible, like drinking vinegar straight, but he chased it with water and got used to it. His blood pressure was still around 190/135. No noticeable change yet. Week 2, he started feeling slightly better in the mornings. More energy, less sluggish. Blood pressure, 185/130. A small drop, but something. Week 3 to 4, this is when things started shifting. David's blood pressure dropped to 170/120. Still high, but trending in the right direction. His doctor was cautiously optimistic. Week 6, David's blood pressure hit 155/95. His doctor said, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I'm going to reduce one of your medications." They eliminated the diuretic. Week 8, blood pressure stabilized at 145/90. David was down to 2 medications. He'd also lost 8 pounds without trying. He just felt less hungry, less driven to snack. Month 3. This is when the real breakthrough happened. David's blood pressure was consistently 130/80, normal, controlled. His doctor was stunned. In 30 years of practice, his doctor said, "I've rarely seen someone your age bring their blood pressure down this dramatically without increasing medications. You've done the opposite. You're on less medication with better results." They eliminated the beta blocker. David was down to 1 medication. Month 6. David's blood pressure remained stable at 125/130 systolic, 75/85 diastolic. Perfect. His doctor agreed to eliminate the final medication, keeping it as needed if numbers crept up. They never did. Today, 18 months later, David takes his grandmother's remedy every single morning. His blood pressure averages 128/78. He's off all daily blood pressure medications. He's lost 32 pounds. He walks 30 minutes every day. He's playing with his grandchildren. He calls it his life elixir. Says he'll never stop taking it. David's story is real, but I need to set realistic expectations for you. This mixture is not a miracle cure. It's a powerful natural remedy that supports your body's healing processes. What you can reasonably expect. For blood pressure, reductions of 8-15 points systolic over 2 to 3 months, more dramatic results if combined with diet improvements, weight loss, and stress reduction. Some people see results faster. Others take longer. These benefits accumulate over time. Think of it like compound interest. Small daily improvements that add up to significant long-term health gains. Heartburn or acid reflux, especially in the first week. Garlic breath and body odor, digestive upset if taken on a completely empty stomach. Skin irritation if you have sensitive skin. Garlic can be potent. Blood pressure medications may need dosage adjustments. Diabetes medications can enhance blood sugar lowering effects. Blood thinners, warfarin, aspirin. Garlic increases bleeding risk. HIV medications. Garlic may reduce their effectiveness. Always monitor your blood pressure and blood sugar if you're taking this mixture, especially in the first month. If your numbers drop too low, contact your doctor immediately. Take 1 tablespoon every morning, 15 to 30 minutes before breakfast, on an empty stomach. This allows maximum absorption. Consistency. This is not a one-time fix. You need to take it every day, or at least 6 days per week for at least 2 to 3 months to see significant results. Tracking. Keep a log. Record your blood pressure daily, same time each day. Note how you feel, energy, sleep, digestion. Track any changes in symptoms. If the taste is too strong, dilute that tablespoon in 2 to 4 ounces of warm water. Some people add a pinch of cayenne pepper for extra circulation benefits. Diet support. This remedy works best when combined with a diet rich in vegetables, fruits, and lean proteins, reduce sodium intake, minimal processed foods and added sugars, regular physical activity, even just walking, stress management techniques. Think of this mixture as one powerful tool in your health toolkit, not the only tool. My grandmother kept it simple with just the 3 original ingredients. My brother added ginger after the first month and swears it helped even more with his inflammation and digestion. Experiment carefully and see what works for you. This remedy is a powerful piece of that puzzle, but it's one piece, not the whole picture. Here's what I need you to understand. Your health is worth 3 ingredients and 5 minutes of preparation. My brother David thought he was running out of time, thought his body was betraying him, thought his only option was more and more medications. He was wrong. Your body wants to heal. It's designed to heal, but you have to give it the tools it needs. This ancient remedy, apple cider vinegar, garlic, and raw honey, has been giving bodies those tools for thousands of years, not because it's magic, because it works. Your action plan: organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. Raw, unprocessed honey, fresh garlic cloves. If you're missing anything, make a shopping list. You can find everything at health food stores, many grocery stores, or online. Make your first batch tonight. Let it sit for 3 to 5 days to infuse. Starting next week, take 1 tablespoon every morning before breakfast. Track your blood pressure daily if you have high BP. Track how you feel. Give it at least 6 to 8 weeks before you evaluate results. Come back to this video in 2 months and leave a comment telling us your results. Your story might save someone's life. My grandmother lived to 94. My grandfather made it to 87, despite having dangerously high blood pressure in his 50s. They both credited this simple remedy as part of their longevity. My brother David is 60 now. His blood pressure is normal. He's off daily medications. He's thriving. This isn't a miracle. It's ancient wisdom validated by modern science. It's your body being given what it needs to function properly. But you have to do your part. Make it. Take it consistently. Support it with better choices. Monitor your health with your doctor. Type, "I'm making this" in the comments if you're ready to try it. Share this video with anyone struggling with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or constant illness. If you found this valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We share practical, science-backed health strategies every week. No hype, no false promises, just real information that works. In my next video, I'll show you the 5 foods that are silently raising your blood pressure, including 1 health food that's actually making things worse. Your health is worth fighting for, and you're not alone in this fight. Here's to your healing. I'll see you in the next one.